When I was young, starting in middle school, the biggest bully in my life, I remember, I could not get away from him. He would throw my mistakes in my face, make me feel small, make me feel weak, tell me I'm ugly. Everything about me was wrong, no matter what I did. I would ask myself, what's going to happen tomorrow? How much worse is it going to get? What's going to happen next? Didn't matter what I did, that biggest bully was always there in my ear, pulling me down. And I always felt like my story wasn't good enough. Once upon a time, I pretended to be somebody I wasn't for 40 years. And I never got away from that bully. Even as I grew up, that bully was always in my head. And right away we start telling ourselves, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. But we forget what we can do. And finally, when I was 40 years old, I decided to confront my biggest bully. My biggest bully was inside of me, pulling me down. But what I couldn't see was that the story I was living, that was the struggle and that was the story that people needed to hear. If we take out the biggest bully on the playground, all those other bullies are not going to have any power. Your biggest bully is inside you. If you stop that bully, nobody else can bring you down. It doesn't matter what your story is, but your story does matter. They say that we're our own worst critics, but what's so much worse than that is we are our own biggest bullies. We're going to fight the biggest bullies one by one, starting right here. And right away we start telling ourselves, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. But we forget what we can do.